Hello, this will be the tutorial for 4th grade, lesson number 6, called Drawing with Loops. Let's go ahead and begin. There are 2 videos in this lesson, and if you have taken code in 2nd or 3rd grade, then you probably have watched this video before. So you are welcome to watch it when it is your turn, but don't forget to click continue at the bottom and move on to puzzle number 2. So puzzle number 2 says, "Hi, I'm an artist. You can write code to make me draw almost anything. Play with the blocks in the toolbox to see what they do." So there's no specific goal that you have to accomplish, but they do want you to just at least go ahead and move these blocks around just to see what they do one by one. This is just the turn block, so you'll see his head turn like that. Let's see, this one says to jump forward, which means that he will move without drawing. This one actually sets the color for the line. This one, let me get rid of this one. This one says set color random color, which means you will not know what color it is until you click run. And then of course you do have a repeat loop. In any case, once you have tried some of these blocks, you are not required to do all of them the way that I did here, but please go ahead and click finish, and that will move you on to the next puzzle. Puzzle number 3. The directions say, let's make a cage for my pet monster. Drag blocks onto the screen to have the artist draw over the gray lines in the picture. Each line is 100 pixels long, which refers to this number 100 right here. You'll notice that 2 lines are already black. Your job is to complete the other ones. So always please pay very, very special attention to the direction in which the artist is already looking. Since his eyes are over here, that means he is ready to draw this line. So if you simply ask him to move forward, he will draw that one line. You do, however, have to look at his face at the end of this line. If I ask him to move forward again, he's going to continue to go in this direction. Since we want him to go south, we must do something about the direction of his face. In this case, we're going to turn him to the right and then make him draw another line. Watch his face. Very good. Click continue when you are ready. Puzzle number 4 is a video. In this case, in the video, she is going to talk about using the repeat loop for repeated movements. Please watch it when it is your turn. Click continue when you are ready. Puzzle number 5. The directions say this spaceship needs a window. Each side of the inner square is 100 pixels and all of the angles are 90. Notice that you have an 8 block limit and you already have 3. And there are 2 blocks there which will draw the first line and then turn his face so he is ready to draw the next line. So you could just continue to do these 2 movements. Move forward, turn right. Move forward, turn right. And because the square has 4 sides, we're going to repeat these 2 movements 4 times. I'm going to stop right here since I am at 8 out of 8 blocks and watch him. Draws a line, turns to the right, draws a line, turns to the right, etc. Click continue. Puzzle number 6. This time the shape that you're being asked to draw is a triangle. It says, oh no, Starla's pet alien just flew away. Let's help the space woman. Finish Starla's rocket so that she can chase her pet. Each side of the triangle is 100 pixels long and has 120-degree outer angles. When we were drawing the square a moment ago, the turn was 90 degrees. This time, since it is a triangle, it'll be 120 degrees. So, again, pay attention to the direction that the artist is looking. The artist is ready to draw this line, so ask him to move forward. And then you need to make him turn by 120 degrees, which is why both of the turn blocks have 120 degrees. You'll notice, however, that he does have to turn this way, which is a turn left by 120 degrees. Watch his head. Now he's ready to draw the next line, so ask him to do that again. And we're going to ask him to turn left again when he gets to the end of that one. And finally, he is ready to draw the last line. That brings us to a 6-block limit, and he will complete a triangle. Click continue. Number 7 looks like a staircase or a zigzag. It is also thick, and that's why you have this block here that says set the width to 20. We have a 7-block limit. The instructions say loops sure make writing code easier. Use loops to draw this staircase. Each stair step is 50 pixels long and 50 pixels tall. You will need to turn 90 degrees in each direction. Remember, the number, whenever you see 90 degrees, it is in reference to a corner that resembles a square or a rectangle. And these definitely look like the corners of squares and rectangles. Please do not move this block that says set width to 20. This is what actually determines how thick that line is. For example, if I add this block, you'll notice that he draws a line and it is very, very thick. It already says 50 pixels. Now, a moment ago, I did point out that this is a staircase or a zigzag. And the reason that that is important is because every time your character turns, the next turn will be an opposite turn. In this case, he needs to turn to the right before he draws the next line. Draws, turns, draws. Now he's going to have to turn again. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, because it is a staircase or a zigzag, the turns will be opposite. Since the first turn was a turn to the right, the next turn will be a turn to the left. Watch his face. Okay, now please draw your attention to the fact that we have a 7-block limit and I have already used 6. Since I can only use one more block and there's quite a bit of the puzzle left to go, that means we are going to use a repeat loop. Now it is possible to put all of the blocks inside and try it that way. That brings us to 7 out of 7. But before I continue, I want to point out that we didn't actually need to have the set width to 20. We didn't need that one on the inside, and this will still work. Please make a note of that. Click continue when you are ready. This is the last puzzle in this unit, and they have given you 4 choices from which to choose. Now, this one here has in the past been used as a challenge puzzle. This one uses the set color, random color, quite a bit. Here's that staircase pattern where the turns have to be opposite, etc., etc. So you are welcome to use whichever one of these you want. I'm going to use a very simple one like this one, only because we just completed something like that within the unit. And let's see, the program is right there. You'll notice that it says repeat 3 times. And let's see how far that takes him. Now, if you are of a very mathematical mind, you'll notice that that is exactly halfway. And that was with a repeat loop set to 3. So if I set the repeat to 6, that should be more than sufficient. Now, since we are here, I am going to go ahead and play with this a little bit. For example, let's see, you can change the type of line by adding it inside, and you would have to do that for every time that there's a move forward. So right there, and it would look like this. You could also, let me first take these out. Let's use the set color random color. That's the one that I was going to try the first time around anyway. And I'm also going to move this toggle over to rabbit speed. This is simply going to make the character draw faster. There we go. You don't have to do that. I was just showing you that that is an option. Go ahead and click continue. And because that was the last puzzle of this unit, you should get to the page with the certificate by clicking finish. There you are. You don't have to do anything here. This simply indicates that you are done with the lesson. Thank you.